good afternoon, everybody. Holy cow, we got a lot of people waiting today. Yeah, this is Spokane Steve, and it's time once again for Strat-O-Matic Baseball 1966 full season replay. We're still on May the 29th. Let's see who's here. Hello there, Franklin. Hi, Michael. Hi, Frank. Hi, Mike Terranova. Hello to Thomas and Kenyon and Kelly. I feel like that cartoon host with the magic mirror when we were children. The Strat family. Oh, I'll answer that one myself, even though it's for Franklin. Love John Miller. I tell you, the ESPN days for me were the best with John Miller and Joe Morgan. I can't stand to listen or look at A-Rod. Sorry. Normally I keep that shit to myself, but couldn't resist taking a shot at A-Rod there. That's it, Michael. Bingo. And hello to Perry. What have we got here on the floor? A cat eating paper? That's typical. Let me have that. What in the world is wrong with you? You don't eat paper? That's garbage. Holy cow. I know, at least he wasn't on the table. He was trying to get there earlier. Oh, Mookie, what am I going to do with you? Today, a couple of young righties on the mound. It'll be Jim Palmer for Baltimore, Catfish Hunter for Kansas City. I'm quite sure these two gentlemen need no introduction, although it should be pointed out they were very young in their career at this point. Palmer on the year, 5-2. ERA a bit on the high side, though, at 4.73. This will be his 9th start. He has 2 complete games. And let's check Hunter now. Catfish is 3-3, 3.53. This will be his 10th start. He has 3 complete games. Kansas City comes in reeling. They've lost 6 straight now. The third of the third game set in this series. The Orioles, of course, won the first 2. They're looking for the sweep. And Kansas City trying to break a 6-game losing streak. But as many of us predicted early on, this is probably the downhill slide for Kansas City. One never knows. That's why we roll the dice, right? I'm battling with my vision ferociously today. Holy cow. I don't understand it. I have the same lighting I had. There's Ben. Hello there, Ben. Now we can start. I was on a little early anyway. Which I've been trying to do more lately. With the pre-game stuff and saying hello to everyone. Maybe get on a little early, start doing the lineups, and fire up the game closer to the 1:30 start, making it, well, you get it. Okay. Wow, 26 people here already. On a Tuesday, another wintry day. Here's the lineup for Baltimore. Luis Aparicio leads it off at short. Boog Powell at first base, once again in the 2 spot. Frank Robinson in right field bats third. Brooks Robinson at third base in the cleanup spot. Kurt Bleffery will be in left. Sam Bowens in center. Davey Johnson at second base. Andy Etchebarren behind the dish doing the catching. And Palmer, the pitcher, hitting 9th. Yikes. They always happen close to home, they say, and this one no exception. Holy shit, hopefully everybody's all right, man. Oh, almost had one. Okay, we're ready to start. Aparicio stands in. Catfish ready to work. Aparicio hitting 242, 2 homers, 17 RBIs. I know Perry, he's been there the last couple of games. Perry astonished by Boog in the second spot in the lineup. At first, none of them wanted to stop, right? Okay, here we go. Aparicio standing in. Hunter winds and deals. It's a 3-8 right-handed, and Aparicio promptly bangs that one to center field for a leadoff single, and we are underway here today. Aparicio, a star 17 stealer. Let's check the battery. Hunter a 0. Phil Roof a 0. So Aparicio will have to be held on at 15 with a 0 battery. And with Boog up there, 1 to 15, he's going to try for it. 2 through 5, 11 or 12. He's got an 8 and does not get the lead. Okay, here's Boog now, hitting .333, the leading hitter on the team. 10 home runs, 28 RBIs for Powell. Hunter from the stretch. That's going to be a 3-9 right-handed, and he loses him, ball 4. First 2 batters reach for Baltimore. And here come the Robinsons. Oh, they're everywhere, Ben. Yeah, trust me on that one. Here's Frank now. Frank Robinson hitting .316, 11 home runs, 33 RBIs. 33 RBIs, of course, leads the ball club, ranking among the league leaders. And the 11 home runs tied with Kurt Bleffery for the team lead. Robinson at least in the top 10 in the Triple Crown stats in the league. And here's Hunter's pitch to him now on a 3-6 right-handed. Single to 7 on a 20. It's a ground ball to second. Green has it. He goes to Campaneris for 1. Back to first. Double play. Powell erased. Aparicio to third. Let's take another look at that one. 3-6 righty. Single to 7. Don't see that split very often. 8 through 20, it's a ground ball A, and that'll be a twin killing. Now with the runner on third and 2 away, Brooks Robinson will try to pick him up. Brooks hitting .287, 3 homers, 23 RBIs on the season. Hunter with the pitch. That's going to be a 3-4 fly ball to right field, playable for Hirschberger, who makes the catch. And that will retire the side. So no runs, a hit, 1 left. After half an inning of play, it's Baltimore 0, Kansas City coming to bat against the 20-year-old Jim Palmer. Palmer taking his warm-ups. And here's the Kansas City lineup. Bert Campaneris leading off at short. Larry Stahl is in left, Mike Hirschberger in right. Danny Cater will play third base and hit cleanup. Dick Green at second. Ken Harrelson is at first base. Joe Nosek will be in center. Phil Roof will do the catching today, with Hunter the pitcher batting 9th. And Palmer's ready now. Campy stands in. Campaneris hitting .277, just 1 homer, 18 RBIs. Among the league leaders in steals with 14. Palmer with the pitch on a 4-4 righty. It's a grounder to short X. That's going to be a tough chance for Aparicio as he goes into the hole. He's a 1E18, however. On a 16, he makes it look easy and throws him out. Nice play, Aparicio. So Campaneris grounds out to his opposite number. And here comes Larry Stahl. Stahl, the left-handed hitting outfielder. Hitting .259, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs. Palmer gets the sign now. Here's the windup on the pitch. That's a 1-9 right-handed. He struck him out. Called strike 3. calling the balls and strikes today. Lou DeMuro. I bet it was Franklin. Franklin says Palmer versus Hunter was a thing during the 70s. 2 away, here's Hirschberger. Mike Hirschberger at 256. 1 home run, 15 RBIs. Palmer into the windup. It's going to be a 1-6 right-handed. A single to 3, and on a 2, that's just past the diving Brooks Robinson and into left field for a 2-out single. Hirschberger reaches with 2 away, star 16. Palmer with a poor +4 hold. Echeverria a 0. That would make Hirschberger at 20. He'll have to be held on at 18, and that's just too good to resist. 5 and 6 for the lead. He's trying for it. 3 does not get it. And the batter will be Cater. Cater 0 for 5 so far with Kansas City. Looking at his overall numbers on the season, he's at 203 in 59 at-bats with 1 home run. Palmer from the stretch now. That's going to be a 5-10 right-handed, and he walks him. 2-out walk to Cater. Puts runners at first and second. And Dick Green, who leads the club in RBIs, we'll try to pick him up. Let's look at Green's numbers. 273, 2 home runs. As mentioned, a team leading 23 RBIs. Palmer checks the runners. The pitch to Dick Green is a 4-8 right-handed. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Down goes Green, 2 Ks in the inning for Palmer. The Athletics strand 2, and we are scoreless after 1 inning. Let me clean my glasses again. Man, this is tough today. It's one of those days, vision-wise. Okay. Give me a second. I'm trying to realign the camera a little bit better. How does that look? Can you read everything? I can't tell because my eyes are so damn blurry today. Okay, here we go. Second inning, Kurt Blefriel started off for the Orioles. Blefry comes in at 326, 11 home runs, 31 RBIs. Hey there, Bill. Rick. Hunter into the windup. Pitch to Blefry's a 2-4 right-handed. A ground ball into the hole at short. Campaneris has it. Long throw across in time. That'll bring up Sam Bowens. Bowens playing center field today. Hang on. Mookie tried to attack. I had to back him off with the spray bottle. Don't have to spray him, just point it at him. That's all it takes. Bowens hitting an even 200, 5 for 25 with 1 home run. Hunter into the windup. It's going to be a 6-6 righty. He pops him up left side. Campaneris will squeeze it, and there's 2 away. And that'll bring up Dave Johnson. Johnson hitting 272, 2 home runs, 17 RBIs. Hunter into the windup. 2-5 right-handed. He pops him up. And that's going to be handled by Campaneris. And Campaneris will handle all 3 chances this inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Catfish. And here's Palmer again. Moving right along here. Both pitchers seem to be on their game today. And here's Ken Hawk Harrelson. Harrelson comes in at 236, just 1 home run, 9 RBIs. Palmer into the windup. It's a 4-8 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. Third strikeout for Palmer. Palmer racking up the Ks so far as Joe Nosek steps up to the plate. Nosek just 2 for 29. You want to talk about pathetic. That's an .069 average so far. Nosek, I guess, is in center for his glove. What did he bat that year? Heck, he hit 261 and 230 at bats. So Nosek trying to get it going. What did I say he was? 2 for 29. Wow. Here's Palmer's pitch. It's a 2-5 right-handed. It's a ground ball to shortstop, fielded by Aparicio, who throws him out 2 down. Mook, you can't come up here. Okay. Phil Roof just 3 for 13 so far, the backup catcher, batting .231. Of his 3 hits, he has a double, a triple, and a home run. So all 3 of his hits for extra bases so far. Palmer set. Here's the pitch on a 110 right-handed ground ball to short. It's Aparicio again, routine this time, and he throws him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. What, do you want to get in there and say hi? Huh? Okay, now you can get down. Go ahead. 1-2-3 inning for Palmer. 2 innings in the books, and we are still scoreless. Looks like a pitcher's duel so far, Franklin. Yeah, he wants to be involved. Unfortunately, he messes up the cards, you know what I mean? It'll be Echeverrin, Palmer, and Aparicio as we move to the 3rd. Echeverrin batting .314 so far, 6 home runs, 19 RBIs for the right-handed hitting catcher. Hunter gets the sign from Ruth. Here's the pitch on a 6-8 right-handed. It's a grounder down to third base. Cater over to Harrelson, 1 away. Here's Palmer now, 1 righty. He does have end power. Hunter's pitch on the 4-8, single to 7 on the 6. He's got it. Just past the diving Cater and into left field. So Palmer with a base hit. How about that? Just the 2nd hit for Baltimore. Top and bottom of the order. He's... Yeah, that good point, Franklin. He heard Catfish was on the mound and say no more. Here's Aparicio, 1 for 1 today. Hunter from the stretch. The pitch is a 4-9 right-handed, and that is going to be ripped in over the head of Stahl in left for extra bases. He rounds it up. Rounding is Palmer. They'll hold him at 3rd. On a double by Aparicio, and Luis 2 for 2 today. Orioles with runners at 2nd and 3rd, 1 away, and here come the sluggers. Powell coming to the plate, Frank Robinson on deck. Early in this one, I'm going to roll the die for in or back. They will be back for Boog. Good idea. Would you want to be the 3rd baseman playing in for Powell? Hunter into the windup. 3-10 right-handed is a high fly ball to deep right field. Hirschberger back at the track at the wall. It's gone. Home run, Boog. And just like that, Baltimore jumps ahead 3-0. Aparicio and Palmer scoring ahead of him. 3 big RBIs for Boog Powell on his 11th home run of the year. Now there's 3 Orioles with 11 home runs. Powell, Frank Robinson, and Bleffery. All three rank among the league leaders in home runs. Here's Frank Robinson now. Frank 0 for 1. Hunter rubbing up a new ball. Yeah, there you go, Ben. The pitch to Frank is a 1-7 right-handed, and that is hit into left center. That's going to go down and roll to the wall. Robinson out of the box, rounds and heads for second, and he's in there with a stand-up double. The third consecutive extra base hit off of Catfish. 4 hits in the inning now, 3 for extra bases, and here's Brooks Robinson. Robinson 0 for 1. Hunter checks the runner. Pitch to Brooks on a 6-7 right-handed is a ground ball to second base X. Tough chance for Green. He's a good second baseman, 2B19. Here's the play on a 17. He's got it, throws him out as Robinson moves over to third. And that'll give Kurt Bleffery a chance. Bleffery, 11 home runs. Oh my God, Mookie's trying to come up the backside. Runner at third, 2 down. Hunter into the windup. Pitch to Bleffery on a 2-11. Base hit into center. That's going to drive in another run. Give an RBI to Bleffery on the play as Frank Robinson crosses the plate to make it 4-0 Baltimore. The Orioles jumping all over Catfish here in the third. And the batter will be Sam Bowens. Bowens standing in from the right side. Here's the pitch to Hunter. 2-5 righty. Struck him out. First strikeout of the game for Catfish. That'll do it in the third, but the Orioles with 4 big runs on 5 hits, and they leave a man. The big blow, of course, the 3-run blast by the Boog. And they lead it 4-0. So Palmer now handed a 4-run lead, warming up for the bottom of the third. Hunter will lead things off. He's a 2, right-handed batter. And Palmer's pitch on a 4-10 is a shallow fly to center. On comes Bowens to make the catch. And Hunter is retired. Here's Campaneris now. Campy 0 for 1. Palmer gets the sign. Here's his pitch. It's a 3-5 right-handed ground ball to short. Fielded there by Aparicio. Fires across to Powell. And beats the speedy Campaneris. 2 down, and here's Larry Stahl. Larry struck out in the first against Palmer. Palmer now getting his sign. Here's the windup. Pitch to Stahl on a 1-7 fly ball to center. That's playable for Bowens. He's there. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Jim Palmer, who's now retired 7 in a row. After 3 innings complete, it's 4-0 Baltimore. And there you go, Franklin Lawn. Yes, sirree. Orioles getting well in a hurry here, feasting off of Kansas City pitching in this series. Kansas City came into the game 21-16, but as mentioned earlier, they've lost 6 in a row. The Orioles will send up the bottom third of the order. Dave Johnson to start it off. Johnson 0 for 1. Hunter into the windup. That's a 3-8 right-handed fly ball to straightaway center. Nosek is there. He's got it, and there's 1 down. And here's Echeverria now, 0 for 1. Hunter into the windup. 4-5 right-handed, a fly ball to right field. Betchebaron lifts it the other way. Hirschberger glides over and makes the grab. 2 outs quickly here in the 4th. That'll bring up Palmer. Palmer singled his first time up, came around to score. Hunter's pitch on a 4-7. He loses him, ball 4. Palmer asking for the jacket at first, as things have cooled off since game time. Here's Aparicio now, 2 for 2 today. Hunter gets the sign. Here's the pitch on a 3-9 right-handed, a grounder to second base, routine for Green. Flips to Harrelson, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, a man left in the 4th. And we have a trivia question here, courtesy of Michael Haynes. Question is, in Oakland, California, who was the 3rd outfielder to go with Frank Robinson and Vada Pinson? Don't know. So they played with Oakland? God, I'm really, I'm never going to get this one. I didn't even know those guys played for Oakland. Palmer ready to work here in the bottom of the 4th. Hirschberger, Cater, and Green, the heart of the order. Hirschberger has the only Kansas City hit so far against Palmer. Palmer with the sign. Here's the pitch on a 6-6, and he walks him. Second walk issued by Palmer. And Hirschberger with a 20 will be held at 18. Same as last time, he's going to try for it. He'll need a 5 or a 6 to get the good lead. A 3, he does not get it. And here's the next pitch to Danny Cater. On a 4-11 right-handed ground ball, hard hit to shortstop. Aparicio to Johnson to Powell. Double play. The Cater grounds into the double play. 2 down, and here's Dick Green. Oh, okay, I didn't understand the question then. Thank you, Bill, for enlightening me there. They all grew up in Oakland. Two outs, Green at the plate. Palmer with a 4-8 right-handed swung on and missed. Strike 3. Strikeout number 4 for Palmer. Side retired. 4 innings in the books here. It's 4-0 Orioles. Here's Catfish now. Even in his young career, a 7-rated starter. Palmer also a 7, in case you were wondering. Boog Powell will start off the 5th. He homered his last at bat, the big blow in the game. Walked his first time up. Hunter gets the side now. The pitch to Boog on a 1-8 struck him out. Powell down on strikes. Here's Frank Robinson. Brooks on deck. Frank 1 for 2 with the double. Hunter into the windup. 2-4 right-handed, and a little comebacker. Hunter snares it. tosses over to Harrelson, and there's 2 down. Here's Brooks Robinson now. 0 for 2. Hunter with a 6-11 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. So 2 strikeouts in the inning for Catfish. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Hunter now is retired 7 in a row. That may go a long way towards Hunter staying in the game should he come to bat here in the bottom of the 5th. Unavailable in the bullpen for Kansas City is Wyatt. Everybody else is fresh. On the other hand, other than the closer, Jack Aker, well, Krause is pretty good. Actually, Nash is very good. Lindblad, Stock, God, they have a good bullpen. I take it back. Take it back. You would think I would know that by this time, game 393. Harrelson, Nosek, and Roof due up. Harrelson struck out his first time against Jim Palmer. Palmer gets the sign from Etchebarren. And here's the pitch on a 3-9. He's going to hit a hard hit ball into left field. That's over Bleffery's head. Harrelson rounds and holds with a leadoff double. Just the second Kansas City hit of the afternoon. And Perry's got a 7th inning trivia question. Excellent, Perry. That's a good question, Rick. I don't know. A minor league soccer team. It's hard to tell if Franklin's serious or not. Here's Nosek, 0 for 1. Palmer gets the sign. On a 6-7 right-handed, it's a grounder to second base X. That's Davy Johnson, 2E25. Here's the play. Whoops, there go the dice. Here's the play, 2E25. He can't get it. That's knocked down by Johnson, but he'll have no play. That's going to go as an infield single. Harrelson will hold at third. And Kansas City trying to get something going here in the bottom of the 5th against Jim Palmer. Nosek a star 15, so he'd be 19. Not held. He'll be held at 17. And with Phil Roof, the catcher, coming up, they're going to try for that lead. 2 through 5, 11 and 12. 5, he's got it. 1 to 17. There goes Nosek. Etchebarren's throw down. He's stolen it. That's got to be his first steal of the year. Remember, he came in 2 for 29, and it is. They'll play it back with a 4-run lead, and here's the pitch to Roof. 2-8 righty. He struck him out. Big strikeout there for Palmer. Let's see now. That's 2, 3, 4, that's 5 Ks for Palmer. And the batter will be Hunter. And he's going to hit. Infield back, the pitch to Catfish on a 5-6. Struck him out swinging. So Palmer was second and third and nobody out. Fans 2. And it will be up to Campaneris. Campaneris grounded to short both times. Palmer checks the runners. Pitch to Campy on a 3-7. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, and Palmer strikes out the side with runners at second and third. He's got 7 now in 5 innings. Nothing doing for the Athletics on 2 hits. They strand 2. What a performance there by Jim Palmer. Palmer gets tough. Second and third, nobody out. He strikes out Roof, Hunter, and Campaneris. And that chance goes a-begging. Yeah, I will steal your guys' lines from time to time. Most of you already know that. Oakland is such a mess in general. You know, Oakland is the only place where In-N-Out Burger ever closed a location. That's got to say something. I'm not sure what exactly, but it says something. Bluffery, Bowens, and Johnson as we move to the 6th. Hunter into the windup. Pitch to Kurt Bluffery. He's a 4-7 left-handed. A single to 5 on a 13. That liner is speared at first by Harrelson. Line drive out to first. Here's Bowens now, 0 for 2 on the day. Hunter gets the side. It's a 5-7 righty. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Let's see what Hunter has now. Not that many. That's just his 3rd strikeout of the day. And here's Dave Johnson. Johnson 0 for 2. Hunter gets the sign. 5-7 right-handed. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. The Hunter fans 2 that inning. 4 in the last 2. 5 in total. 1, 2, 3 go the Birds. Boy, it is, Michael. I have an opportunity coming up to get into a HUD apartment in Central California, and I'm really having a lot of second thoughts about it now. And hello, Gerald, and welcome. 4-0 here. Middle of the 6th. Coming to bat for Kansas City, Stahl, Hirschberger, and Cater. Larry Stahl 0 for 2 on the day. Palmer into the windup. That's a 2-8 right-handed. He pops him up. Powell waiting for it to come down, and he squeezes it for the first out. Here's Hirschberger now, singled and walked. Palmer gets the side. Here's the pitch to Mike on a 4-10 right-handed fly to shallow center. On comes Bowen, still coming, just does catch up with it. And with 2 away, Danny Cater will be the hitter. Cater walked and grounded into a double play in this one. Palmer comes in there with a 6-8 righty, and he bangs it into center for a base hit. Triple to 5 on the 15. He'll settle for the long single. 2-out single for Danny Cater. 13-17 not held, but he's not an asterisk, and he's got that 9 automatic caught. Trailing by 4, they're not going to chance that. Instead, Dick Green will swing away. Green struck out both times against Palmer today. Palmer from the stretch. It's a 5-9 right-handed, swung on and missed. Strike 3. That's number 8 for Jim Palmer, and that retires the side. No runs to hit, a man left. 6 goose eggs for the young Jim Palmer. Signs of things to come. We go to the 7th. It'll be the first endurance inning for both starting pitchers. Echebarren, Palmer, and Aparicio due for Baltimore. Andy 0 for 2 today as Hunter goes into the windup. It's a 1-8 right-handed. Struck him out. 3rd strikeout in a row for Hunter. Now he's racking them up here. That's number 6. And he didn't even get his first until the third inning. Here's Palmer now. Hunter's pitch to the righty on a 6-7, grounder to second base X. That's going to be Green. Green at 2E19, ranging behind the bag. Here's the play on a 10. It's the E range. It's the dreaded 5 on a 19, and he boots it. Error on Dick Green. First error of the game, and now Palmer's been on base all 3 times. Single, a walk, and now reaches on an error. And here's Aparicio, who's 2 for 3 today. Hunter working from the stretch. The pitch is a 6-4 right-handed, a grounder to shortstop X. That could be 2. Campy a 3E23. On an 18, he's got it to Green, to Harrelson, double play. Nice play, Campy. 6-4-3X, the side is retired. So the error turns out to be harmless. And as we stretch for the 7th, we had a trivia question. Frank's got one as well. Oh, Frank's just a general question. Who had the trivia question now? See, this is my short-term memory. It's my worst enemy. Perry had one. That's right. Now I remember. I'm going to take a break for some coffee. And we'll try to see if we can spot Mookie today. Okay. Fire at will, Perry. He's not to be found, so he must be up in the window. Well, I guess Mookie gave up, went into hiding. He's pissed off at me now because I wouldn't let him up on the desk. Let's see what we've got going here before we get back to the game. Boy, that's a good one, Perry. Bill has one too. '50s, '60s, and '70s. I think I might have a guess on the third one, but I'll let you guys take it. As I try to focus my eyes in here, and we move to the bottom of the 7th. Orioles lead at 4-0. Palmer throwing a gem so far. Just 4 hits for the Athletics on the day. Harrelson has 1 of them. He's 1 for 2 with a double. Palmer gets the sign. Here's the pitch to the Hawk on a 4-6. He walks him. Not exactly what you want to do with a 4-run lead. Walk the first man. He'd be not held at 20, held at 18. Even trailing by 4, that's too good to pass up. He needs a 4 or a 5. 9, he does not get the lead. And Joe Nosek, who has 1 of the hits, he's 1 for 2. He comes up to the plate now with a runner on first and nobody out. It wasn't Hank Aaron, was it? I'm not sure Aaron won a batting title, come to think of it. Here's Palmer from the stretch now. The pitch to Nosek on a 4-8. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And that's strikeout number 9 for Jim Palmer. Holy cow. Maybe it was Aaron. Well, they appeared in the postseason in each of those decades. Okay. Wow, I give up. Here's Phil Roof now. Roof 0 for 2. Palmer into the windup. That's going to be a 3-7 righty. It's a ground ball to short, but with the runner at first held, it's a single plus. Harrelson all the way to third. So that's a break for Kansas City. And now 1 more hitter walk will fatigue Palmer. And they're going to have a pinch hitter for Kansas City. Eddie Watt throwing in the Baltimore pen. Tommy Davis, well, maybe. Against the right-handed Palmer, let's see what they've got. Only one logical choice here, really. Jose Tartabull will come to bat. Tartabull hitting .392 on the year. No homers, but 12 extra base hits and 20 RBIs. Infield will be at double play depth with 1 out. Palmer trying to get out of the jam now. Tartabull standing in from the left side. And here's the pitch. 4-8 lefty. Fly to center field. Fairly deep. Bowen's back a few steps. Makes the catch. Harrelson tags up and scores. And Kansas City's on the board. 4-1 the score now. Tartabull with the sac fly. We've got one. Larry Waters got it. Hello there, Larry. Runner on first, 2 down. Palmer pitching to Campanella. That's going to be a 5-7 righty. Double to 5, and that's down for extra bases. An open double to center. Roof can try to come in, but he's very slow. 9-11. Bowen's a -1, 1-10. And they trail by 3. They're going to hold him up. And that fatigues Palmer. Here comes Bauer. That's going to do it. So a great game by Palmer. He just ran out of gas here in the 7th. And coming out of the bullpen, Eddie Watt. Four to 1, tying a run at the plate now. And that's going to be Larry Stahl. Watt has been sensational so far. He's been in a dozen games, 1-0 with 1 save, but a 0.48 ERA in 18 2/3 innings. So to recap, Perry, at least for my benefit, could you go ahead and rename all 3, please? Norm Cash was 1. Second and third, 2 out. Here's Stahl now. Stahl 0 for 3 on the day. Watt ready to go to work. Let's write him in here. Palmer 6 2/3. 6 hits. 3 walks. 9 strikeouts for Palmer. Oh, there's 2. So there's still 1 out there, huh? 1 hasn't been guessed yet. It wasn't Aaron, huh? Watt ready to go to work. Here's the pitch to Stahl. It's a 3-7 righty. Single 2 stars, and we've got a ball game. Holy cow. Here comes Roof to score. Campaneris rounding. They're going to send him to the plate, and it's a 2-run single by Larry Stahl. How about that? Holy crap. Stahl, a star 15 stealer. He'll be held at 13. Watt is 0. Echebarren is 0. Hirschberger 1 for 2 with a walk. 4-3 is the score now. Orioles lead by a run. Tying run at first base, being held on. Here's the pitch to Hirschberger on a 3-10. He walks him. Now the tying run moves into scoring position. The go-ahead runs at first. And here's Danny Cater. Cater batting cleanup today. He is 1 for 2 with a walk. And Stu Miller throwing now in the Baltimore pen. Watt gets the sign. Checks the runners. Pitch to Cater on a 1-9. A hard hit ball ground to third. It's Brooks Robinson over to Powell. That'll do it. But Kansas City scores 3 runs on 3 hits. They leave a pair. And after 7 complete, it's a 4-3 ball game. Baltimore on top. So Hunter, who was hit for, he's done. Left, right, right. Still trailing. Give me 1 minute here. I'm going to check out the my usage display for Kansas City. It's going to be Jim Nash. Nash has only been in 5 games, no record, but a 0.82 ERA. Hunter, in his 7 innings of work, allowed 6 hits, 4 runs. He walked 1, 2, struck out 6. That closes the book on Palmer. All 3 runs charged to him. So Nash will come on, face the thunder of the Baltimore order, Powell, Robinson, and Robinson. Boog Powell, 1 for 2 with a walk, a big 3-run homer back in the 3rd. Waving that bat around as Nash gets the sign. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch on a 6-5 lefty. He bangs one hard hit ball into right field. That's going to be over Hirschberger's head for extra bases. Powell in standing with a leadoff double. And here comes Frank Robinson. Well, he mentions, Bill asks, is Stu Miller in Bauer's doghouse? Not really, but he could be with an ERA of 6. He's 2-1 with 5 saves. And welcome to Jeremiah. Here's Frank Robinson now. Powell at second, nobody out. Nash checks the runner. Pitch to Frank is a 6'10 right-handed. It's a fly ball to center field X. Nosek ranging back. 2E7. Here's the play on a 16. He's there to make the catch, but it's deep enough that Powell's going to tag up and go to third. It's a fly ball A. And they have an insurance run out there at third base with 1 away. And here's Brooks Robinson, Kurt Bleffery to follow. Kansas City will bring the infield in now with a runner at third and 1 down. Nash ready to work to Brooks. Brooks 0 for 3 on the day. Nash with the windup. The pitch is a 1-5 right-handed base hit into center field. RBI single for Brooks Robinson. And a little breathing room for the Orioles, who now lead it 5-3. Brooks Robinson comes through with the RBI single. And here's Bleffery. Bleffery 1 for 3. Nash working from the stretch now. It's a 4-6 righty, fly ball to center field and playable. Nosek is there. He grabs it for the second out. That will bring up Bowens, the center fielder, probably his last at bat. Maybe not. Might go another way there. Nash comes in there with a 4-6, another fly ball to straightaway center. Nosek ranging over. He'll make all 3 putouts this inning. And the side is retired. For the Orioles, a run on 2 hits. They leave 1. And now they will take out Bleffery. Paul Blair will come on. He'll take over in center field. And Sam Bowens will move to left. Blair a 2E5 -1. Defensive replacement for Baltimore, Paul Blair. Watt will begin the inning. Miller is ready in the pen. First sign of trouble. They'll probably go to Miller. It'll be Green, Harrelson, and Nosek for Kansas City. Seems like it, Frank. They've lost 6 straight coming into this one. Green struck out all 3 times today, earning the hat trick. Watt into the windup. Pitch to Green on a 6-5 as a grounder to shortstop. X. That is Aparicio, a 1E18. Here's the play. On a 17, he makes it look easy, doesn't he? 6-3X, 1 down. And here's Harrelson. 1 for 2 with a walk. Watt into the windup. 3-12, it's a high fly ball to left field. Backing up is Bowens, now in left, and he makes the catch deep for the second out. So Harrelson gave it a ride. It died in left. And here's Nosek now. Let's check the bench. Not much help there. Nosek will bat. He's 1 for 3 today. Watt into the windup. The pitch to Nosek on a 5-4 is a fly to center field X. That's going to be Blair now, just inserted into the game. 2E5, Blair going back. Still going back on a 19. He makes the catch to retire the side. Nice running catch for Paul Blair. Just inserted into the game for defense. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Watt. And I'll throw it out to Franklin or the group in general. Do you want to see Watt finish it? Or is it Miller time? We've played 8. It's 5-3 Baltimore. I always liked the Sparky Anderson quote on Gary Maddox. 2/3 of the earth is covered by water, the other third by Gary Maddox. Franklin would like to see Watt see it. Watt finish it. Franklin throws it up in the air. Michael Reimer wants Miller time. Right, I know you do, Michael, but I'm talking about the pitcher. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Looks kind of like Miller is going to be coming in. Watt has disappeared into the dugout. I want to thank everybody for watching today. I appreciate it so much, more than you can know probably. Really look forward to these games. Breaks up my boring winter days here. The champagne of bottled beers. Davey Johnson, Echeverrin in the pitcher's spot for Baltimore in the 9th. Nash into the windup now. The pitch to Davies, a 4-9 right-handed. It's a grounder to shortstop X. That's Campaneris. Campy 3E23 as he ranges behind the bag. On a 19, he's there. Twists and fires in time. Nice play, Campaneris. 1 away. And here's Echeverrin now, 0 for 3 today. Nash gets the sign. 2-8 right-handed, ground ball to short. It'll be Campaneris again. A little slow roller, has to come in on it. Throws on the run in time. And the Orioles will send up a pinch hitter for Watt. So Miller's going to be coming in. We can close the book on Watt. Watt 1 1/3, gave up 1 hit, no runs, a walk, and no strikeouts. Batting against Nash, either Held or Snyder. It's going to be Woody Held. Both men appeared in this game in real life. Hell, I can barely read that myself. Okay, that's better. Held 5 for 15 off the bench with a pair of doubles. Nash into the windup. 1-9 right-handed, struck him out. 1-2-3 inning for Nash, and we go to the bottom of the ninth in a 5-3 ball game. And on comes Miller. Miller, as mentioned, has 5 saves, but an ERA of 6, also 2-1. This is his 12th appearance. And let's see what it's going to be here. Probably won't be Roof. But a shortage of left-handed bats. They're going to need to hit for the pitcher as well. Ed Charles is going to lead things off. Charles batting for Roof. Miller ready to go to work. The windup and the pitch for Ed Charles. A 5-8 right-handed grounder to second base X. That's Johnson. 2E25 ranging behind the bag now. There's the play on a 9. It's the E range. It's the dreaded 5 on a 25, and he boots it. Oh my goodness. Error Davy Johnson, and the tying run will come to the plate. Charles, good speed at first. We'll have a batter for the pitcher. Trying to catch lightning in a bottle. They're going to send up Billy Bryan, who pinch hit in this game in real life. The left-handed hitting catcher, not much on base there, but he's got some pop. So if you're looking for a roll of the dice, some pop in the ones column, not a damn thing in the 2s or 3s. Miller with a +2 hold, that would make Charles an 18 at first. They're going to hold him at 16. Bryan's going to swing away. From the stretch, Miller delivers on a 4-7 base hit into left field. That's an open single. Charles 16, 14 to third. In left now is Bowens, a -1, 13 with nobody out. They're going to hold him up. His run doesn't matter. It's Bryan at first who matters. So we should probably pinch run for him. Ron Stone's going to come out and run for Bryan. And Miller making things exciting once again. 2 runners on, one of them not his fault, of course, but the tying runs are aboard and the top of the lineup coming up. Charles is at second. Ron Stone at first. He's a 1 through 14, computer-only card. And here's Campy. 1 for 4 on the day. Miller gets the sign. The wind up on the pitch on a 1-7, a flight to left. That's playable. That's going to be made by Bowens, and that's the first out. Runners will hold. 1 away, and here's Stahl. Stahl had the big 2-run single in the 7th. Miller checks the runners. Into the windup now. The pitch to Stahl's a 6-8 left-handed. It's a grounder to second. This could be 2. It's Johnson to Aparicio to Powell, and that's the ball game. So Miller hangs on. The Orioles with a 5-3 win sweep the 3-game series from the Athletics. And I'll have the totals for you in just a moment. For Miller, that's save number 6. The win goes to Palmer. He's 6-2 now. Catfish Hunter takes the loss, drops to 3-4. 2 innings for Nash. 2 hits and a run. No walks, 1 strikeout. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Frank, Kenyon, Ben, Franklin, Perry, everyone. So Perry, before you go, one more time, who was the third? Who are the 3 players? It was Mays, and now I can't even remember the other one. See what I mean? Boog Powell with a homer, a double, and a walk is your player of the game. Mays and Cash. So there was only 2. For some reason I was thinking there was 3. Boy, how about that 1961 season by Norm Cash? Kind of lost in the shuffle with the Mantle Maris duel. Okay, we're going to total it up here. The totals for Baltimore: 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. Kansas City, 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. Was he corked in 61? Wow, I did not know that. Well, that's interesting. Stormin', Norman, and the cork. How about that? What is in... It's in the book. Yeah. I'm sure it is. Yeah. One of these days. Heck, I could barely read the cards today. And the chat with the lighting different, almost impossible for me today. Tomorrow will be a better day. And let's see what's on tap. We've got the New York Mets at the Los Angeles Dodgers tomorrow. It'll be Rob Gardner and my old friend Don Sutton for the Dodgers. 1:30 Pacific, 4:30 Eastern. Join me for that one. In the meantime, I want to thank everybody once again for watching. Still, 35% of my viewers are not subscribed, so if you're one of them, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Have a great evening.